same thing is taking this person's life to help someone else. There should not be a favoritism in the earth that is taking idol over something, and it says in the Bible that no, you shouldn't make idols over God.
But they are not lives yet. They're only 4 to 5 days old, embryonic cells. So they're not actually living. They don't have thoughts or heartbeats or anything. They're just like a thing, you know?
They're just a thing. I've not known one thing to turn into what we have developed into.
Because it's not a human yet. So we're not stopping, well, I guess we are stopping the development, but if they're going to give it away or give it to abortion or not take care of that embryo, why can't we use it to further someone else's life? Help somebody else.
So it's completely illegal to kill somebody after they have turned into a human. Yes, it is killing. It is wrong. It is murder. You run up to somebody, shoot them. It is wrong. And even if it's to help somebody, I mean,
They aren't human yet, though.
they are human.
Okay, that person, if you're killing somebody, that person has lived. These things haven't. So how can they be considered alive? They haven't lived. They can't even love somebody. They haven't even loved somebody. And to kill somebody, that is different because they have lived a life.
And they don't even know that they're alive, so they don't know that their life is even ending. So
I-
they can't tell the difference.
As a Republican, I believe that there's a lot of hypocrites between it. I'm a Republican and I believe in pro-life. But however, they keep running healthcare bills that have massive abortion funding. So they're saying, hey, I'm going to stop this. I don't want this to keep going. I'm pro-life. But however, I'm going to keep giving you money for your research and you can be able to keep doing this.
In his apostle, the Roman saint Paul periodically asks, shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? That's murder. That way, grace may abound, that someone can have a significant gift to take away a whole other person's life. This apostle then answered his own inquiry. In the English version, it is variously translated, God forbid, in the King James version, in the ASV version. By no means in the RSV version, certainly not in the New King James version. The Greek Testament reads, mi giento, an expression used 15 times in the New Testament. It reflects a strong prohibition and a warning. You should not conclude such a thing. God forbids it that you should even think this way. This is a no-way deal. This is not how it's supposed to be. If we're God under a nation, why are we killing people and God even says it's wrong?
Because we're still killing people either way. Because it's pretty much making a choice. You can either save the embryos or you can save somebody's life who might not be able to walk or talk again or live again. And I mean, you're sitting here saying, you can't murder, all this stuff. Well, if we know that we could be able to help them by not helping them and not doing what we can to save their lives, aren't we killing them too?
But how many times have you actually successfully achieved curing somebody?
It said,
You're spending all that funding for something that hasn't really been successful at all.
Okay, they haven't found a disease for heart cure, but they continue that. You haven't found a disease for all the other diseases, but they continue to do that. So who's to say that 4 or 5 years from now that they might find a cure? So why stop this?
Why stop
if they
this?
don't stop that?
They already found a cure. This is only 20% accurate. This is just America
That's
wasting
20%.
more money.
It's not like it's 50% or 80%. It's 20%.
But you gotta find a cell that has everything exact in your body. That's what that cell has to develop. And then that cell only has 20% of saving you. Why would you just give up a child and say, this probably won't work, but here you go?
because there's still a 20% chance to save somebody's life. I mean, that embryo, for all you know, it might not even survive. That person could go to an abortion or something happens. If there's a 20% chance that you could save somebody, you should take it. You can't just throw that 20% chance away.
But this practice is still unknown, even though it's still unknown. You don't know if it's gonna work at all. You can't just put it in something and say, it's gonna work because it's, that definite. I mean, there's testing. I mean, over Oprah. Oprah is one of the biggest talk shows in America. I mean, it even says this does not work. It don't work. Okay.
Parkinson's disease. That doesn't, don't put every disease in a category. But they said
How many diseases does this help?
I don't know. But that's one disease. They said it does not work for one disease. They did not say all disease. They have not researched every disease to say that it does not work for every disease. They said one disease, harmless.
There's people out there whining about welfare and wanting different bills and want more money and stuff, but we just figured out that it's not going to work, and it's not working as bad as these people are whining for welfare and needing the health care. So I think it would be just not the best idea to send more fundings for this process to keep this going in researches. There's no point. We should give the money to something else than.
I disagree with that because, like, this is not something you should give up on. Like, if your child was going through this and they had to have something to save their life, and an embryo was waiting there because they just got back from an abortion clinic thing, then you should very much consider that because it will save your child's life, and to waste it is just wrong.
May I ask the question, who here pledges allegiance to the flag? Are you guys, who here is a U.S. citizen?
Pretty sure everybody here is.
Okay, now give me, where does it, I mean, it most definitely says, in God we trust, am I right?
But if God didn't want us to use embryonic stem cell research, He wouldn't have brought that realization to us, so we would never have found it out. So it's pretty, I mean, it seems like He just kind of gave us that choice. You know?
If you look in the Bible, God gives people choices. They make their own choices and they choose their own life. And God, they have the right direction. It matters if they choose that choice. God made 10 laws that everybody has to follow. And this is abruptly breaking one. Thou shalt not murder.
So
But
abortion
it'd be-
clinics.
But it'd be murder if we didn't help to save their lives when we know we have a chance to. So it's basically you have to choose one life over another. And technically the embryos aren't even life. So you would automatically have to choose the person that you know that you can help walk again, that you can help live again. Because it's murder to just turn your backs on them when you know that you could help them.
Why use embryonic when there's other solutions that's like adult stem cells?
Because adult stem cells can't help cure all the diseases that embryonic stem cell research can.
What can
But
what's proven that embryonic stem cells can
We can't prove it yet because we don't have the funding that we need.
Then how
Oh,
can
You
you
guys
say?
stalled it.
Then how can you say that there's more cures than adult stem cells?
And
If
you
have
don't
it
even
in
know.
all the research?
and
Because it's a proven fact that if we were able to explore embryonic stem cells, research more, and get them to work like we could with adult stem cells, then we could cure a lot more diseases than we can with adult stem cell research.
and you're 100% confident that. What if I said I can walk on water just like Jesus Christ? Are you
She's a
confident in that?
scientist here. Scientist, I'm pretty sure she knows. Science.
You guys perceive that I can't walk on water. God can help me walk on water. You guys have no idea, and you're 100% accurate in your science ways. Say I can't do that, but it has written scriptures that it has been done, and you guys can't even. You guys don't know, but you're 100% accurate. You think 100% that this will work, and you have no idea in
Because
general.
we can't prove that it will 100% work because we don't have the funding we need to further research it more to prove that it can work.
Why would you use funding? I mean, if you ask a scientist today, they'll say, oh, man, all that, when they give money to the church, that's just wasting money. How is this not wasting money? This has no ending. You guys don't know what's going to happen at the end. You guys think it's going to work. Just like you guys thought Noah's Ark was not, or never happened, and it has been discovered that Noah's Ark has been found with the exact measurements that it says in the
Very
Bible.
good.